I want to address a rather conspicuous topic. Okay, there are two factors in this topic, two aspects. One is why I left my family, why I left society, why I left my friends, why I left all of them and moved away. Okay, that's number one. And the second one is why that strategy may not work for you. Okay, there are two aspects. And the reason I want to give a balanced argument is because many people, when they see my life, when they see what I'm doing, automatically by default, they assume, okay, if I break up with my family, if I break up with society, if I leave the country, if I go to a new place, if I marry a Thai girl, seriously, I'm not joking. Some people are like, "Loy, even I want to marry a Thai girl." Sincerely, seriously, they actually explicitly, "Loy, I want to marry a simple girl, village girl, just like you and be like you." And why? In some cases it will work, in some cases it will not work. Now, first, let me move to the first part of the argument. See, I was, born 1977. No internet, no Google, there was no such thing as YouTube, career online. If you didn't have a degree, there was no future. The only way you could do is office job, and that was about it. Office, corporate life, employee or business. And I lived in a environment where there was nobody to guide me, nothing. My parents were Catholic. They were conservative, namesake Catholic. They would just do on a superficial level, and they would assume that they are holy people and good people. And there was too much interaction with the clan. My parents' family, they would meet cousins, uncles, aunts. Everyone would meet everyone, and that was our small world. Christmas, New Year, we would all celebrate together, go to church once a week. Just the basic stuff. And life continued that way. There was nothing glamorous, or there was nothing special. Every day was the same. Go to school, come back, study, go to sleep. If they would allow us to play, we would play. And once a week, go to church. Sometimes my parents would decide to be holy and go to church every day in the morning, and then drag our sorry ass. And so basically, there was nothing great. But the problem here was, because we lived in such a, like they say, a frog in a well. This saying, a dog in a small backyard. We thought that was the whole world. We thought that was everything. There was no other place other than this. This was my universe. However, as I started to grow bigger in school and got the freedom to go out and play, and I started meeting new people, new cultures, new friends. Then obviously when you go at least in my case, try to go to college, again, new people. Then work life, I had the freedom to literally meet completely out of my circle. And then obviously the dawn of the internet, whereby I realized, wow, there's a world out there. We used to see it on TV, and we used to see it in movies in Hollywood and all that. But now we actually saw the reality of, as the internet became more accessible, books became more cheaper and affordable. So right off the bat, I wanted to explore the world. I wanted to get out. I didn't want to be in this small little world. A small little world where if you didn't take the blessings of your parents, you wouldn't succeed. You needed to listen to God's commandments and follow your religion and follow outdated practices, which I used to always question, why are we doing that? Why are we taking the blessings from the grandma? What will that do? Like, why join the hands and take blessings? And why we putting our hands up like this when saying our prayers? Why do you light candles? I used to ask all these questions. But they wouldn't give me answers because obviously my parents were not smart enough. And then obviously when you start making money, you realize, fuck, I'm making as much money as them. So why the fuck should I listen to them? Maybe I'm smarter than them. Is that false belief that you get? Okay. So now all this was happening. The new information, the new experiences. So then that desire came, oh, I want to break free. And just like all of you right now, in your early 20s, or rather even earlier than that, you're seeing the internet, YouTube, people showing you a glamorous life and life in the US, life in Canada. Oh, I'm a vlogger, I made 7-figure income. So that fascination is there. Oh, let me go out and explore. However, see, I'll tell you where the problem is. If you take the road I have taken, breaking away from family, breaking away from society, breaking away from tradition, from the country, your countrymen and all that, it's not going to be so easy. One of the things that people don't understand is right from a very small age, I endured abuse. I endured being alone. I endured being locked up. So I'm used to solitary confinement. I'm used to being alone. I'm used to not having friends. I'm used to being hated. It's part of my DNA today. And because I try to survive and sustain by myself, those traits became part of my personality. And I'll tell you, it was not helping me survive. Barely helping me survive. Until maybe 30, 35. And if you follow my YouTube channel, you know, I tried to commit suicide 2011, if you search on YouTube. And that was where, you know, I realized, okay, now I need to make very tough choices. And today, 10 years, it's nearly 10 years since that day, I'm a totally different, changed person. And today you could say I'm barely surviving. I'm happy, very happy. Okay? Now, if you try to do what I've done, yes, you'll get new experiences. Yes, you'll get new friends. Yes, you will break out of that mold that you are. Now, that is the good side. What is the bad side? The bad side, the biggest one is the chances that you will fail are so high that which is the primary reason majority do not take this step. Let me rephrase that again. Hear it again. Huh? The chances that you will fail, lose everything and go back not to zero, to minus are so high that almost 90% or 80% or whatever, you could say nearly all of them don't take this risk. Because yes, it feels good, you know, when you hear these inspirational stories. Oh, this famous actor or this famous singer, he used to sleep on the streets, he used to eat from the dustbin, slept on pavements, and never believed he could achieve it. But one fine day, got his break, and today earns millions. You know, especially when people holding the Oscar. Oh, you know, I would like to thank my mother, father, God. Never give up on your dreams. If I can do it, you can do it. You know, I was a farm boy. I'm a country girl. If I can do it, you can do it. Don't let anyone tell you you can't do it. It sounds nice. And you would like to feel and believe that this person can be me. Oh, this person is talking to me. This is my life. The reality is, the reason why we remember this person is because there's only one in the entire world like this. How many people you know got Oscars? How many people get Oscars? One per year for each category. So is that your benchmark? And out of how many people? 9 billion? That's even worse than getting a lottery ticket, man. Yeah. It's, I think, 100 million times more harder than getting a lottery ticket. So what I want to tell you through this video is, the reason I left my parents, society and all these people is because they were exceptionally toxic. That is as far as my parents go. The reason I left society and the reason I left people I knew is I didn't fit into that. Okay. Now I'm very sure you'll say, Loy, even me, I don't get along with my parents. Loy, even me, I am an oddball out. I don't get along with my friends. I don't have friends. Okay, fine. You're trying to associate the common traits. But now here's my challenge to you. Is your personality like mine? Is your thinking process like mine? Is your upbringing like mine? Is your date of birth same as mine? Are every year 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, did we go through the same experiences? And now let's say you make a jump, you do whatever, maybe you come to Thailand, or maybe do you think you'll be able to survive and sustain the same way I can? Don't take someone's example, cherry pick and think, oh, he did it, I can do it. No, he did it, which means that maybe you can't do it, or maybe you'll never be able to do it. Create your own path. And listen, don't have this romantic notion that if you run away, get away from something, it's not going to chase you. Here's one more thing that will absolutely shock you. Your personality, your core character, your habits, they will create the same problems which they created in your existing environment. They'll create it again in the new environment. See, my personality has been irritating right from the time I was a small boy. I used to talk too much, want people's attention, and try to stand out, and never good at making friends, never fit in. It has continued throughout my life. Even today, I don't have friends. If I go for a gathering, nobody like me. Majority, 99% can't stand me. Yes, my clients is a different ball game altogether. But this has continued throughout my life. In fact, I'm mentally prepared. One day when my daughter turns around and says, associating with you, my name is spoiled. You know how many relatives of mine had told me that? That's why I'm mentally prepared. Who knows, maybe my wife also might say that. Because of you, I lost all my friends, I lost all my people. It's a shame. I'm mentally prepared for that. Because this has been what my parents, society, friends, so many people have said. And I know there's a possibility it can happen because the core person, the core reason was me. So just remember, that is the first challenge you'll face. The second thing is, fine, you're going from your environment to a new one. Do you know the chances of them accepting you is very slim to none? Different cultures, different people, they don't like an outsider. Like for example, in India, how many people you think are comfortable accepting Africans within their community? Or let's say Arab Muslims, how many of you think they are open to having a gay foreigner? Forget gay, their own, they can't accept it. So when someone is different from your values and your culture, they don't. That's why when you go to a pub, all the guys who hang together, or all the girls, they are from the same common interest, same common background. So what is the bottom line? All I want to tell you is, don't take someone's template and paste it on your life and think that is the best template. If you don't get along with your parents, fine, then create your own path. Don't get along with your friends, either change or don't have any. If you don't get along with the people in your village or people in your community, fine, break away. But fine, that is the easiest part. The question is now, where will you go? What will you do? And when you go to a new place, be mentally prepared. It's going to be even more harder, even more tough, even more problematic. And the chances of you failing over there are much more greater. That is why I always tell people, no, try to do the best with what you have, where you are, and with what you got. If I go there, if I marry her, if I do this, if I get that, when I marry her, I'll be happy. When I go to America or Canada, my life will change. Oh, the day I get this much money, all that is, the chances are, even after you get all that, if you have not changed, you as a person, everything will come back to normal. And then you'll wonder, fuck, man. That is why, there are so many people who, they have a toxic relationship, they break off with that, and they end up in the next relationship, that also turns out to be toxic. They go to the next one, even that turns out to be toxic. Why? It is not that every man is toxic or every woman is toxic. Your personality, your choices, your mindset, your way of thinking, and your pattern of choosing, it never changes. Unconsciously, you're doing the same thing over and over again. And that is why a failure will always be a failure. That's why I choose my friends very carefully. I choose my company of people I'm with very carefully, who I talk to, what I do. Remember, your critics, your haters, people who want to put you down, people who find fault with you, gossiping, they will never stop. And maybe you might think that the whole world, there are bad people like that. Maybe you yourself are that, and you're not aware of it. So just be mindful of this. Be mindful, be careful. And just remember, there is no easy way. There's no easy answers. Everything is tough. Life is tough. Unlike today's generation that is, oh, this offends me, this hurts me, I don't like this. When this culture, this generation grows up and they face the real world, when they get a bamboo up their ass, no, that also not a normal bamboo, a steel studded, chili sauced, covered, metal, spiky, one shoved up their rear end, heated to the point of 100 degrees. Then they'll understand, fuck, I can only do this on social media, not in real life. So anyway, I hope this gave you some insight. How are you? I hope this gave you some insight. And I just want you to make the right choice. Please don't make the wrong choices. And don't assume that there's a magic pill or magic piece of advice that will change everything. Life is hard. It's very tough. Don't take it for granted. Hey, yes. Yeah. There's my little one. And this is something I'm going to teach even my little one. Anyway, you guys take care. Doggy. She doggy. Doggy. Say bye. Say bye. Bye-bye. Okay. Alright, you guys take care. It's me signing off. Put your thoughts, comments below. Ciao.